Now what is RFM? We divide RFM into three parts. One is called recency, another is called frequency, another is called monetary values. Recency means, suppose you given some target, some assignment to everybody. Some people are ready to take accept the challenges. Some people are not saying no to that job. Some people are saying, okay, I will do that. So now what the recency score is the most important factor in identifying employee who are likely to respond a new assignment. We call it a recency. When he received and accepted recency. Okay, suppose what happened, there is some employee who has accepted challenges 4 months back. Now when I am interested to do some work, they will not come forward. So and those who are already taken challenges today, they have to yesterday also and 3 months back. So people are different kinds of people are there where I want to know who are the people who take challenges at the moment. Suppose हो सकता है 3 employee में ले रहा हूँ. Now suppose there are 3 employees. 1, 2, 3. Employee number 3 always take challenges, assignment. Whenever I give some assignment, he accepted and do that accordingly. Employee number 2, he has taken some assignment 2 months back, but now is not ready to take any new assignment. He refused that. Number 1 employee, he just take one assignment recently, but he does not have anything prior experience on that assignment. So first thing you want to know their last assignment when is taken. What is the first one? Essentially means when he accepted the last assignment. Second is called frequency. How many times a person accepts assignment? 2 times, 10 times, 5 times, 1 time, like this. So one is when he accepted his last assignment. Number 2 is how many times he accepted his assignment. And third is how much money he given to the organizations in terms of sales, in terms of whatever may be. It means what is the role of contribution to the monetary or investment financial contribution to the organization. So there are 3 things. One is called R, another is called F, another is called M. R means the last assignment is taken. F means number of assignment is taken. M means the monetary benefit is given to the organization. Now see, suppose now what I will do, I'll divide. Suppose first take about R. First is called employee ID. Then second, now this is employee ID. This is called his recency. Means last assignment suppose there are 1 employee number 1. He has taken last assignment accepted 7/8/2018. 2 is taken 1/1/2019. 2019. Third, he has taken last assignment 5/3/2018. Like this, I'm having the employee of 500 to 218. Now, once you got all the information, what I will do, suppose I'm having 500 people. That will be 600 people. I divide whole part. Suppose then what I'll do? I'll go for इसको बोलते हैं ascending, ranking of recency. Just write down ranking of recency. Those who are writing something, you can write ranking. मैंने क्या किया, सारे को मैंने ascending order कर दिया. Ascending order means sorry, सबसे जो मेन रहेगा पहला वो रहेगा नंबर 1, सबसे जो लास्ट में रहेगा 1/1/2018. For example, let me explain one thing. Wait. Okay, I will open Excel. Excel डाटा ले रहा हूँ. ये देखा जा रहा है आपको? सर Excel डाटा आ रहा है?
Yes, we are getting it.
Okay. Now this is called employee ID. This is called ID. This is the last assignment R. This is the number of assignment F. This is the monetary value is given to M. Let me explain. Stop share screen, Excel. Is it clear now? Is it visible now? ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like this, I'm having the employee of, let it be 30. Clear? Now R. He has taken assignment 1/1/2018. He has taken last assignment 20. He has taken the last assignment 1/3/2020. Like this 1/4/2020. Like this. Is it clear? Now it is visible now. So first one is ID. Second one is date. third is number, fourth is money. Is it clear now?
Clear.
Clear. The first thing is I have to do recency score. Write down recency score. जो लोग एक्सेल नहीं करते हैं तो आप थोड़ा मुझसे देखो मैं कैसे काम करता हूँ. Then I will save the data. Now what I will do, then first I do the ascending. And ascending करूँगा lowest to highest, highest to lowest. Now this is 14, 14, 15 like this. मेरे पास क्या हुआ, ये ascending order में आ गया. Then what happened? I will divide the whole data into 5 parts. So how many data I'm having? 41. So एक set में कितने लोग रहेंगे? Anybody? एक set में कितने लोग रहेंगे? Suppose I'm having 40 number of employees. First I collected the when he's taken the last assignment. Second, how many assignment he's taken. Third, what is the monetary contribution of that employee? I am getting 3 information just now. Now first thing is you first जो डेट आपको recency date के हैं आप इसको ascending करेंगे A to Z ascending order, that is called A to Z. Now first 5 which is called most recent customer, you score 5. We give score 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Next group 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Next group 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Next group I will give 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And last I will give score 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. It means what is the first step? First to ascending the recency based upon the last assignment जो presently जो लिया हुआ है, currently जो लिया हुआ है, इसको हम score दे रहे हैं 5. इसका पिछले जो लिया होगा इसको देंगे 4. मतलब इसका मतलब है if you are having 200 employee you divided into 5 groups, each group you are having 40. So first 40 you give the score 5, second 40 you give the score of first give 4 5, second you give the 4, third you give the score 3 like this. Any doubt up to this? Now second what I will do, I will again monetary को मैं फिर से क्या करूँगा, number of assignment को फिर से मैं ascending order में जाऊँगा, largest to smallest. जो सबसे largest होगा I will give the score F5, first group 5, next 4, next 3. थोड़ा मैं ये कर रहा हूँ तो आप इसको देख लेना, exactly divide करोगे, next 2 and last 1. And third, again I will do the monetary value, how much money is given. I will go by ascending order, largest to smallest. Those who spend give more amount, that is called frequency score, and this is called money. I give score 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, then 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, then 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, then 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, like this. ये थोड़ा कैलकुलेशन नहीं होगा, थोड़ा आपको एग्जैक्टली देखना है. Now tell me what is, suppose then you calculate RFM score. RFM score which is equal to, write down the formula, 100 into R, 100 into R plus 10 into F, 10 multiplied F plus 1 into M. 1 into M. So what is the maximum score? Anybody? What should be the maximum score? कोई बोल सकता है कि कितना maximum score हो सकता है? 5, 5, 5, 5. So okay. Now formula is, I will explain 100 into R, 100 into R, then 10 into F and 1 into M. Let me explain what मैं क्या था. First मेरे पास 3 information रह रहा है. One is called date, when he's taken last assignment. So what is my objective? My objective is suppose एक employee 3 महीना पहले assignment लिया है और उसके बाद नहीं लिया है, और एक employee 10 महीना पहले ले रहा है assignment नहीं लिया, एक employee recently ले रहा है, तो recent जो score होगा हम इसको 5 देंगे because I want to retain them. और जो 10 महीने बाद आ रहा है तो ये मेरे लिए इतना और सी नहीं है. So based upon the number of assignment, the day of assignment is taken, मैं sorting कर रहा हूँ. Sorting करने के बाद जो first block रहेगा recent वाला को मैंने exactly, because I have divided whole group into 5 parts. First part I give the 5, next 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. Then what I did, the number of assignments taken, how many assignments he has taken during that 1 year or 2 year. Then the highest, then I divided in sorting order, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How much money is given to the organization? It's sorting order, okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then I calculate the formula, 100 into R, 10 into F, 1 into M. Now tell me, who is the best employee? If the score is 1, 1, 1, the score is 5, 5, 5. What is the difference between these two? 1, 1, 1 score means the person has taken assignment much time before, and frequency is very less. He is not willing to take the assignment, and his monetary contribution is very bad. Do you think that employee is worthy for your organization? Yes or no? No. What is 555 score? 555 means the person who is recently taken assignment, the frequency is always in the first cluster, higher number, and his contribution toward is high. So do you think it is a more worthy employee of your organization? Yes. So what I did, accordingly, I divided the whole part into 5 parts. Suppose I say 1, 1, 5. What does it mean? It means the person who has taken assignment much more time before, frequency is very less, but his contribution is high. Whenever he did any job, he did very good job. So what is your strategy? Means he is a very good performer, but maybe इसका leaders, इसका motivation level बहुत कम है, क्योंकि इसको अच्छा employee है, but इसको कोई leadership motivate नहीं कर पा रहा है. इसीलिए जो भी एक बार challenge इसको मिला था, वो अच्छा contribution किया था. So we have to target those type of employee, which is okay. He may be an excellent performer, but he's not taken and he's not ready to take any assignment. And his frequency is very low here. So on basis of this score, I divided the whole group into different customers. Suppose I will say score is 551. What does it mean?
Recent times he has taken many assignments.
Yes, he has recently taken assignment. He has a high number of assignment, but his contributions toward the organization is very, very lowest. So what is the problem here? Problem is he is a very good employee, he is a loyal employee to us, but he's not contributing so much what others are people doing. So he needs training. He needs training. So based upon this categorical employee, you have to divide a strategy to whom you train, to whom you give incentives, to whom you layer, to whom you suppose if the score is 1, 1, 1. What does it mean? He has taken assignment much more time before. He is not ready to take any assignment. The frequency is very less. His contribution is very less. So do you retain this type of employee, or you want to say goodbye? So you say goodbye. So now, and based upon these numbers, suppose I got 155. It's very good, high monetary contribution. But now see the case number 1. 155. So what type of employee he is? Because before explaining the concept, you should know what is 155. What type of employee? He has been taken number of assignment and contribution is good. So it means you target that he's a good performer, but he's not willing to take new assignment because he has taken assignment much more before. Maybe some problem, so you require counseling for that type of employee. So the HR people are using this thing to understand their behavior based upon the 3 things. You require what you were right, motivate. You require 3 things. On the basis of that, they will apply the different HR strategy. I hope it's clear now. Okay, now Dr. Anjana, you are asking you can divide group into any number. Depends. Now see, SPSS has if you are applying SPSS, it's taken maximum 9 groups. Okay. Now if your data size is very high, suppose 3,000 employee, 4,000 employee, then divide 9 groups. If data size is very less, 50, 100, 200, 300, better you go for 5 groups. So it is up to you what group you have to take. If you say the 9 group, then your score will be 999. 999 means he's a very good performer. So it is up to you how you will decide. But now SPSS will help you to analyze everything with the one concept. So recency I explained. But now recency, the time employee most recent target achieved, I give the 5 score. Not recent at all is 1. Not recent is 2. Somewhat recent is 3. 4 is 4. Recent is 4, and 5 is very recent. So these are the scale you are using. Okay, for recency. And the specific cutoff point depends upon the specific HR campaigning and decided by HR team. Kya score lega, you take 5 or 5 based upon your scale, you can target. Okay. Now, second is called frequency. So what is the frequency value? To take not frequent at all. 2 means 2 not frequent. 3 is somewhat frequent. 4 is frequent. 5 very frequent. So even suppose if a person whose score is 1, 1 and 1 and 5, 5, 5, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Now आप बोलोगे सर मेरे पास अगर 1000 एम्प्लॉइज है तो बहुत नंबर आएगा. How I will analyze? Don't worry, SPSS will help you to analyze such type of things within 1 second. Now, next is called monetary value. In monetary value also, what is the objective? Very small target money achieved, small amount target money achieved, normal target money achieved, for larger target money achieved, and very large target money achieved. So now we understand 5 year is very frequent, 5 year is very recent, and 5 year is very large target. So I hope now understand the concept. On basis of these 3 score, we already we would find out the results. Now, how to compute a frequency, and now we calculate the index. These are called index. I've taken 1, 1, 1, 5, 5, 5. These are called index. So if the score, now just you ask, tell me 3, 1, 3. What does it mean?
Monetary is very high. That employee.
Monetary is not very high. Monetary is average. But frequency is very low.
Yeah.
And his second assignment is 2 months before. So what type of employee is? What is the behavior of such employee? It means he may be worthy, but it's not explaining. He's not giving full 100% to the organization. Clear? Since the frequency is low because he's not ready to take any assignment voluntarily, and so it means there is some problem. You just ask the person and counseling what is the problem. It may be problem with his family, maybe problem is the leadership, maybe problem is the immediate manager, because he's a good person, but due to something, 3, 1, 3, it means this score is very less, so you need a counseling for that. So the most interesting thing is that you calculate this HR index. इसको बोलते हैं employment performance index through RFM. You can write one paper on that. That is EPI on RFM. EPI means employment performance index through RFM. Okay. Now these are the different types of employees you are saying: champions, loyal employees, potential loyalists, recent achievers, promising employees, employee needing attention, about to sleep, risk employee, can't lose them, and hibernating. Okay. Now tell me, who is the champion?
High value employees, 555, 999, like that.
Oh, right. So it means those employees score is 555, they are champion employees. So you should retain them. You should give incentive to them. You should give more challenges or more assignment to them. Who are the loyal employees? Loyal employee means 5, 5. This to be 5, 5. It may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't matter. मतलब ये recent ले रहा है and always challenge ले रहा है. But based upon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you need strategy. If it is 4, if it is 3, you need training. If it is 2, you give some leadership. Some इसको team में डालना, group में डालना है. So based upon this, then what is potential loyalist employee? Anybody?
Yeah, participants are saying 444.
444. Yeah, very good. 444 is right. So tell me who is the risk employee? 111. What is about to sleep? 115, 114, 113. These are called about to sleep because they are very good performer, but due to some leadership, maybe I'm wrong. Due to some leadership problem or this self problem, they are not taking any assignment. They are about to sleep and can't lose them. Is always 155. Sorry, 55515. Means recent customer, recently challenge लिया है and high performer है. So you target upon 5x and 5. You target them. Those recent and having high monetary value of 5 or 4, don't lose them. You just keep training them into need them. What is called hibernating? Anybody? What is called hibernating employee?
511.
This is 111. This is about to sleep means 11 हो सकता है, 113 हो सकता है, 212 हो सकता है. These are about to sleep, 212 हो सकता है, but these people are 111. These people are 555. Now I hope the concept is clear. You can apply this concept and divide the whole employee into different groups, and based upon the group, it gives a strategy. Now see, this is called a tree map. So and this is RFM will give this tree map. Now what happened? Based upon all employees, I found this figure. Anybody can explain? Do you think that the employees are good? These are the value I got. This is a tree map. This is the size of this. This is the size of this. 1,372 employees are risk employee. 1,277 are attention. 67 are refresh. But recently they have joined and taken assignment. Loyalist is 2914. Champion is only 119. Okay. Lost is 2345. That's the biggest number. Okay. And hibernating is 168. So you just lay up, इनको हटाना पड़ेगा, इनको warning देना पड़ेगा, इनको incentive देना पड़ेगा, इसको team में करके मोटिवेट करना पड़ेगा, ट्रेनिंग देना पड़ेगा. So based upon this type of attention, you give your strategy. You take 3 or 4 organization, okay, to calculate the RFM score, or then you analyze, okay, which organization are doing good, or I can take within NIST also. I can go for MBA department, BTech department, other department. I calculate the number of classes is taken, what is the total percentage result, monetary is equal to result, frequency means how many time he conducted his classes, and assignment means what the new topic is taken, new subject is taken. You always take new, then I go for one. So based upon this, you can do the RFM analysis for your employee. I have already given one data sheet. Everybody please open the data sheet. That is called data RFM. So once you open the data, please go to the last one. So last में जाइए for information about employee से. Now employee के बाद last में देखो date, most recent, frequency and amount. 3 things should be there in your data set.
Yes, recency score and frequency score and monetary score.
It is not score. It is the actual data.
Okay.
Means 2014 में लास्ट असाइनमेंट लिया था, अभी तक इस साल 8 असाइनमेंट कर चुका है. टोटल कंट्रीब्यूशन टू ऑर्गेनाइजेशन 8000. यू कैन चेंज द आरएफएम विद न्यू वेरिएबल. अगर मैं फैकल्टी लूंगा तो मैं देखूंगा कितना फीडबैक आ रहा है इसका, कितना बार न्यू आवर से क्लास कर रहा है, ओके, कितने न्यू सब्जेक्ट ले रहा है. अगर हर वक्त न्यू सब्जेक्ट ले रहा है, 2 सब्जेक्ट तो आई गिव 5, नहीं ले रहा है तो 1, लाइक दिस आई कैन. तो आरएफएम डिपेंड्स अपॉन योर इंटरप्रिटेशन एंड योर interest. Okay, this is only an indicative also. Now see the data set. Data में क्या हो? Go to the variable view. Now these are the institution, qualification, everything, tax deduction, loan installment, children education commitment, saving bank, NPS, GPF, सारा डाटा अवेलेबल है. और मुझे इंटरेस्ट नहीं है इसका डिटेल्स. मुझे चाहिए मोस्ट ये 3 चीज, कितना बार वो लास्ट असाइनमेंट कब लिया था, कितना असाइनमेंट वो कंप्लीट कर चुका है अभी तक, और कितना कंट्रीब्यूशन है. तो प्लीज गो टू डायरेक्ट. देयर इज अ कॉल डायरेक्ट मार्केटिंग. यहाँ डायरेक्ट मार्केटिंग होगा, उसको क्लिक करिए, चूज टेक्निक. यहाँ पर एक आरएफएम आएगा. क्लिक आरएफएम. देयर इज कॉल्ड ट्रांजैक्शन डाटा, दिस इज कस्टमर डाटा. आई एम गो फॉर एम्प्लॉय डाटा, दिस इज कस्टमर डाटा. क्लिक कस्टमर डाटा एंड कंटिन्यू. नाउ व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट वन? फर्स्ट आई वांट टू गो फॉर ट्रांजैक्शन डेट, मतलब डेट ऑफ इज रिसेंट. इसको मैं क्लिक करूंगा, कुछ नहीं करना है, डेट को वहां पर क्लिक करना है. लास्ट वन, गो टू लास्ट पे जाइए, डेट मोस्ट रिसेंट, देन नंबर ऑफ टारगेट्स, अमाउंट, एंड लास्ट वन इज कॉल्ड सीरियल नंबर ऑफ द एम्प्लॉय. वंस यू प्रिपेयर दिस 4 सेट, देन गो टू द बिनिंग. नाउ सी, यहाँ पर लिखा है कितना ग्रुप बनाना है. 5 ग्रुप बनाना है ना, 6, 7, 8, 9. मुझे कितना ग्रुप बनाना है? 5. So I want 5, 5, 5. Then go to the save. I want recency score, frequency score, monetary score in my data set. Then go to the output. I want table, histogram and scatter plot. दोबारा बोल रहा हूँ, go to the variable. सारा डेट हमने यहाँ डाला, ट्रांजैक्शन डेट में, नंबर ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी डाल दिया, नंबर ऑफ ट्रांजैक्शन में, अमाउंट में डाल दिया, एंड एम्प्लॉय आइडेंटिफिकेशन मैंने डालने के बाद I go to the beginning. I want 5, 5, 5 score. You can go for 3 also, you can go for 9 also, it is up to you. For standard, you go for 5. Then go to the save. I want recency score, frequency score, and monetary score. Go to the output. I want heat map, chart bean, table, histogram, and scatter plot. When you see OK, now see the last part is the score. यहाँ score आ गया. Now see, अगर आपको 1000 employees है, it is very difficult to find out one, तो automatically आपको SPSS बना के दे रहा है. What is 551? Very recently he has taken assignment. And he's always taken more assignment, but is contributing very less. So what is your strategy to give that particular employee?
Oh, that's the HR interpretation.
Yeah. So I will explain one by one. Let me conclude the output also, then I'll go for the demographic. So I hope it is clear now. We got all the score now.
Great.
So based upon this, you can, मैं भी क्या इसको मैं copy कर रहा हूँ. I've taken 2 things here for understanding.
People are saying they should be counseled.
Okay, I copied this. I've taken Excel. Excel में ले रहा हूँ. I paste here, and I've taken these are the employees 1, 2, and 3. Now based upon that, मैंने क्या किया? I got this number. This is called serial employee, and this is called anybody. This is called ID, and this is called score. Now, once I got this ID and score, what I did, just I go to the largest to smallest. Now I got the score. So I got these three employee number 192, 408 and 493. They are my very good employee and they are my champions. Am I right or not?
People are saying that if it is 444, then also it is quite close
Yeah,
to
you divide into four group. Na? These are the champion. Now 554. So all this suppose I said that is called 551. What is a 551? Anybody? 551. Recent more and what monetary contribution very, very less. So based upon this, you divide the different cluster and you suppose those are five. These are what is the five here? I have taken this five group. These are the recent. Okay, now this up to this. Now see, these are the recent one. All 555. Then middle 555 like this. So now it is up to you how HR people are taking this thing. It is up to you. What I will suggest to the management, can you explain? Anybody? The employee number 1 is score 551. What does it mean? What type of employee he is?
The people are asking that against which benchmark you can compare the employees.
Okay, now see, I've already explained the benchmark. R, A, N. Is it clear? A means the total monetary given to me. Good for me. High frequency of assignment is good for me, and more recent is good for me. That is my benchmark. Okay. Suppose if the person was taken assignment 6 months before, मैं कोई काम हो मैं 6 महीने पहले आया था इसके बाद, and frequency is very less, is not taken any account, and monetary is very less. Now the qualitative interpretation को मैं indexing कर रहा हूँ और कुछ नहीं कर रहा हूँ. All this qualitative information I am calculating to index. Is it clear? Now I will explain the output. About any Excel भी कुछ समझ आ रहा है? Suppose मैं बोल रहा हूँ मेरे पास 391 को मुझे क्या करना है? Can I go for training? Can I go for appraisal? Incentive? Can I go for layoff? What I will do? And what about this person? 1 to 1. What is the anybody who can explain these persons? Is good employer, bad employee, your organization? Anybody?
1 to 1, how he can be good employee?
That's why that is the score, because now I got the score. I asked them, this is your score is very less because you're not taken any assignment nearby. Your frequency is very less, and you're not contributing to the organization any way. So please go out. Thank you very much. They are low performer. Is it clear?
People are also saying he can be a fresher.
Fresher means how is the fresher? If it fresher means he taken 5 na. When assignment or you can 1 to 1, but what it means last assignment is 5 months. When you compare among all the employees, he has taken the assignment in 1, 2 or 3 months before. सबसे last आ रहा है तो fresher कैसे होगा ये? Is it clear now?
Right.
When you compare of 1,000 employee, if his score is R score is 1, it means what? He's not taken any assignment latestly. He has taken assignment more before. Even though fresher, if it is fresher, I give 1. Listen, if it is a fresher, I score 1. I score give 5. Maybe then this is maybe 1. This may be 1. This may be 1 or maybe 2 or maybe 3 or maybe 4 or maybe 5. Is it clear now? If it is a fresher, then this score may be vary, but this score should be 5. If it is a fresher, this score should be 5 because recent is taken an assignment. If fresher आ रहा है भी कुछ assignment नहीं ले रहा है, now you need to counseling.
Yeah, another confusion is there. Suppose the workload is not evenly distributed in the company.
That may be. Listen, sir. Now see how HR people will be analyze the things. It is up to you.
Absolutely.
You are the objective is I given a score to you based upon their database. Now how you will cook, how you will analyze, whether you go layoff, go training or incentive. Let me explain through SPSS. It will give more picture clear. Now see, out of employees, this score, frequency score, monetary score, and R score. Is it clear now? R is here 1. 1 frequency में 2, 3, 4, 5, and monetary 1, 2, 3, 5. Now, suppose recency score is 5, frequency is 5, and monetary is 5. How much candidate are there? Anybody? 5 recency, 5 frequency, and 5 monetary. How many candidate are there? जो आपने एक्सेल में कैलकुलेट किए थे ना सर, असेंडिंग कर रहे थे, वो वैल्यू टेबल में आ गया. देखो, there are only 3 people who are champion to me. Am I clear? Recent, most frequent, and high values. Recent may be fresher. This may be fresher. 5 may be fresher. But now see, 4 is 4. This is the score. 5157, 5255, 53. So now tell me, if this is the organization, what is your conclusion? Anybody? What is your conclusion? Which segment is highest in number? If I would scale 1, 1, and 5. This is 19 people, 20 people, 19, 23, 19. Tell me, evenly distributed है वो हो रहा है. हर मेरे जितने भी employees हैं, सारा में distributed हो रहा है. Is it clear? Now, who are the champion and who are the hibernating? Anybody? This group 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 9, 1, 2, 2, 9, 1, 2, 3, 7. These are difficult employee or difficult employee for me. I need to train them. I will find the score. I go to the profiles, then I will do it. Now see, this is the data set. Go to the RFM, customer data. You got all of the information. Is it clear?
Right.
Then यहाँ में 3 लिया मैंने. You got the score. RFM score is here. Now this is the data set. You got this result. मेरे थोड़ा problem आ रहा है. So anybody can explain this figure? Is R recency and monetary का scatter, monetary and frequency का scatter, frequency and recency का scatter. Anybody can explain? Anybody? What exactly it says? This is recency value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Monetary 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Monetary 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Frequency 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anybody can explain? Whether employees are very good or they are scattered or they are anything you want in your mind. It's monetary 5 and recency 3. Only one customer is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is only one customer who is an average. Okay, so the monetary, it means monetary में हम लोग बहुत contribution नहीं कर पा रहे employee से, but recency there are more fresher custom employees are there. Frequency is also very scattered and recency frequency very scattered. Means these people are need to be motivated because मेरा जो recency frequency आ रहा है highly scattered आ रहा है, so means the leaderships are not doing good. What exactly in my point of view may be different. You got this score also. Anybody who can explain this graph? So do you think this organization is doing very good? Whether the employees are contributing more or less? They're contributing very less. The frequency is very less. But most customers are very recent employees. They have taken the recent challenges. Okay, and the few employees are having the recency, low recency value. So what is the conclusion? That the people are taking assignment, but their frequency is very low and the monetary is very low. So what is the objective? I need to give the training to them because the leadership is not doing good. They're not motivated the employees to get a more monetary benefit, or they're not ready to take any challenges. But however, they're taken recent challenges. Now this is another way. This is called heat map. These are the monetary contribution. This is frequency 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Recency 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So जहाँ पर blue ज़्यादा dark रहेगा, that is good. This is called champion. एक अलग डाटा लिया मैंने, ये champion. I have seen frequency is 5 and monetary is 5 में. This company is doing very good in compared to this. There are 4 company data liya, 1, 2, 3, 4. This company is very bad because not as this group में जो hyper जो main group में hit नहीं हो रहा है, blue ज़्यादा नहीं है. But 1 and 2, this 1 and this 4, these 2 are very good organization because most of the employees are contributing large in numbers and most hit are here. कोई scattered नहीं है. Like this, you should analyze the RFM. This heat map means, now see, very important point. This is frequency 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, recency 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and routine monetary. Okay, this is monetary 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this 5 and 5 and 5, this is called 5, 5, 5. Now this score, this scale, if it is a high, blue in number, तो मतलब इसका मतलब very good. मतलब बहुत लोग अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं. यहाँ पर 5, 5, 5 नहीं है. यहाँ पर 5, 5, 5 ज़्यादा है. यहाँ पर 5, 5 तो lightly है. In compared to this, what I concluded that frequency is very good. 5 में ज़्यादा hit हो रहा है and monetary भी ज़्यादा hit हो रहा है. तो 5, 5, 5, 4 में ज़्यादा लोग हैं. But this, in compared to this is a very good organization because, and this is a very bad organization. This is very bad organization because we have not contributed anything from this employee. this one. Now I will explain to the example. So this is so right. Okay, lastly I will again explain direct. Go to direct marketing, choose technique, go to RFM, click customer data, then click transaction, last one transaction, then number of transaction, then amount and ID. Then go to the binning. I want 555 score. Go to the save. I want RFM score. Go to the output. I want table count, histogram, and scatter plot. This is the result I'm getting.
But if people bias is there in segmenting or assigning the values to the people, then everything goes bad.
No. It depends upon. It's a lot of. For example, I'll explain. I will explain this one. Sales in data. Now see. अभी मैं इसका नाम चेंज जो 5 आ रहा है ना. Hello.
Yes.
Fine. I go to the variable view. So here I will listen to score 5.
Okay.
Now I will say 5 means what is the 5? Anybody?
The maximum, very recent.
Very recent. Now I will example one. What is 4? 4 means recent.
Recent.
3 average, moderate.
Moderate.
2
not recent.
Not recent. And 1 not recent at all. At all. Now when I click this, now please go to the
and add that one you add
1 not recent at all, not recent at all. Now see, मैंने किया like this आप कोई कर सकते हो. अभी यहाँ पर मैं देखो, I got the score.
Okay.
Now I got the score very recent आ गया ना. अभी मैं जा रहा हूँ analyze, descriptive and cross tabulation. I want to know about gender and the score. Recent score.
Okay.
Cell. तो बता रहा हूँ ये speed ले रहा हूँ just बताने के लिए. Now see, but I got the score now. Anybody? Male employee जो है मेरा 70 employee जो male है वो 19% not recent at all है. Now see, based upon gender wise, age wise, income wise, you can analyze the things. इसी recent score मैंने किया, अब frequency score भी convert कर दो, monetary convert करो, then you do the analysis. What is the conclusion here? What is the more important? Recent score में क्या देखा आपने? 17% are very recent, not ले रहे. 19 female are taking more assignment in compared to the male. Is it clear now?
So the output page.
Okay, नहीं आ रहा है क्या?
नहीं.
Okay. Okay. Now see, is it clear now?
Yes.
Now this is recent score, male, female. So what is the conclusion? I have seen that 17% male have taken very recent assignment, whereas 19% female have taken very recent assignment. In compared to this, I said that female are taking more assignment compared to the male. And out of not recent at all, I have seen the most male employee are not taking any recent assignment in compared to the female. So these 100 employees are a challenge to me. I have to find out who are they. Now similarly, I want to know on the basis of gender को मैंने लिया department wise. What I found, these are ये department wise आ गया मेरा institute का. मैं देखा कि जो कॉमर्स डिपार्टमेंट है 18 आ रहा है, इकोनॉमिक्स डिपार्टमेंट में 8 लोग है. ये जो मैंने फैकल्टी डाटा लिया था मैंने, क्लियर, टीचर 1 इंजीनियरिंग इंस्टीट्यूट डाटा लिया मैंने. मैं देख रहा हूँ कौन सा इंस्टीट्यूट का एम्प्लॉई, डिपार्टमेंट एम्प्लॉई नॉट ऐसे असाइनमेंट कभी डेवलप नहीं कर पा रहा. सो इट मींस 77 एम्प्लॉइज आर देयर नॉट टेकिंग एनी असाइनमेंट, whereas 76 are taken any. I hope it's clear now. I have taken analyze. I'll go to the cross tabulation. I want to know जो जिसका एजुकेशन क्वालिफिकेशन वाइज मैरिटल स्टेटस वाइज कुछ चेंज हो रहा है क्या, आई कैन डू दैट. सो इट मींस वंस यू गॉट आरएफएम स्कोर, यू कन्वर्ट आरएफएम इनटू द वेरिएबल व्यू, देन यू एनालाइज इंडेक्स भी निकालो और परसेंटेज वाइज भी इसको कर सकते हैं. नाउ व्हेनेवर डू एनी एनालिसिस, आई विल नॉट गिव मोर डिटेल्स ऑन रिग्रेशंस. आई विल एक्सप्लेन हाउ we will use this regression in research and in the HR point of view. Now see, I will explain the whole concept with briefly and how it will use in the HR analytics and HR research. I'll explain that. मैं दो एग्जांपल लूंगा. एक लूंगा तो मैं about salary, how we determine the salary. Second, I will explain how demographic characteristics impact on the salary and performance. I've taken two examples. So let's talk about research problem. Give me what is the research problem here? Anybody? I want to determine salary. मुझे salary determine करना organization में. Okay, which is the function of the first is called research problem. I want to find out what are the factor impacting on the salary, whether they have given positive impact or negative impact. So I have taken some of the variables, that is salary is equal to function of your experience, number one, number your time spent in the organization, number third, assignment you have taken, number fourth, your qualification, number fourth is your written score and interview score. Just 5 ले रहा हूं मैं. तो मुझे अगर मेरे पास इंफॉर्मेशन है तो इस इंफॉर्मेशन बेस पे मुझे एक मॉडल बनाना है कि मेरा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में सैलरी स्ट्रक्चर क्या होगा. अगर एक एम्प्लॉय 1x आ रहा है, ओके, इसका 10 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है और ही वांट टू गिव 20 डेज तो काम कर 20 आवर्स से काम करना चाहता है पर वीक, and he is already having 3 assignment in last 1 year. He is a BTech and his written score is out of 30, 20 and interview score out of 20, 15, which is the score. Another student Y employee, he has 8 year experience, he is ready to work 25 hours in a week, he's already conducted 10 assignment, he is a MTech and written score is 18 and interview score is 14. Can I apply the salary to equally to both X and Y? Yes or no? Or what should be my model? So it means once I develop this model, if I put this variable, I can find out what should be the minimum salary I should offer to the person. Okay, so that there will be no discrimination. That is my simple research problem. So first is called identify your dependent variable, identify your independent variable, and develop a mental framework in your mind. What are the factors affecting the salary? I can use this as a performance also. I want to know performance. The performance of the employee, it depends upon his leave, number of assignments taken, contribution to the organizations, number of training attended, and number of training is imparted. So it means it is up to you how you find a dependent variable, independent variable. Is it clear? The second one is called your model. Here I have taken y is equal to, y means a dependent variable is equal to, I will write down beta 0. Beta 0 means अगर beta समझ नहीं आ रहा है तो मैं सिंपल एक ले रहा हूँ तो आपके लिए इजी हो जाएगा. मैं सिंपल ले रहा हूँ y is equal to a1 plus a2 into experience plus a3 into time plus a4 into assignment, number of assignment, plus A5 written score, plus A6 is your interview score. Is it clear? So I want to know out of 5 which is more impact on salary, whether experience is more impact or time spent in the organization is more impact or assignment is more impact. So मैंने क्या किया, मेरे organization के अंदर एक 200 employee डाटा है, existing डाटा जो मेरे पास है employee, तो मैंने इस हिसाब से जो भी सैलरी वो लोग पा रहे हैं और इनका एक्सपीरियंस कितना है, कितना रिटर्न स्कोर कितना पाए थे ड्यूरिंग दैट टाइम, इंटरव्यू स्कोर कितना पाए थे, कितने असाइनमेंट कंडक्ट कर चुके थे, दैट आई एम हैविंग दिस 300 एम्प्लॉय का 200 डाटा का इंफॉर्मेशन मेरे पास है. व्हाट इज माय ऑब्जेक्टिव? आई वांट टू डेवलप ए मॉडल ऑन बेसिस ऑफ दिस एम्प्लॉय डाटा एंड आई डेवलप ए मॉडल so that if a new employee joins, on basis of this model I can offer the salary so that there should be no discrimination among the employee. That simple as it is. Then the next step is you have to assume certain things. What are the assumption? The first assumption is your A1 is a constant, A2 is experience. I want it should be greater than 0. मेरा आंसर वैल्यू greater than 0 आना चाहिए. मतलब है अगर ज्यादा पॉजिटिव रहेगा तो more experience, more salary, less experience, less salary. So this value should be positive because मैं जो अगर ले रहा हूँ salary versus experience and I want there should be a positive relationship between these two. What is positive relationship? अगर experience बढ़ेगा तो salary बढ़ेगा और experience घटेगा तो salary घटेगा. So I expected there should be positive relationship. Now second, I want A3. A3 is your time. I want this should also be positive. और ज़्यादा time spend करेगा, I will give more salary. Low time spend करेगा, तो I will give low salary. So I want there should be A3 should be positive in my model. So A2 should be positive, A3 should be positive, and A4. A4 means number of assignment. I want positive. Return score, more return score, I will give them more salary, and more interview score, I could give more salary. So it means I want all these 5 variables should be positive impact on my salary. Now I am not taking a demographic variable. मैं यहाँ पर gender, age and qualification नहीं ले रहा हूँ. दूसरा मॉडल में बताऊंगा. अभी मैं simple ले रहा हूँ कि these are all scale data. I am having the data and I want to determine a model. Now the next part is called when you develop a model. हमारे पास 3 part होता है. एक होता है मॉडल का जस्टिफिकेशन, देन मॉडल का एक्सप्लेनेशन एंड डिसीजन. 3 चीज होता है. You have to explain your model is good. You explain your model. You explain your model, and on basis of explain, you take your decision. So I will say JED is our parameter: justification, explanation, and decision. So till now, what is our objective? A research problem is I want to determine the salary. Salary depends upon 5 factors. I develop a model. I assume the all should be positive. यहाँ पर हमारा होता है first step. Whenever do any analysis, first to identify a problem, second develop a model, third identify your variables, and fourth you assume. Problem मेरा है salary determination, model मेरा है salary determination is the function of experience, time, then assignment, written score, and interview score. And assumption is that I want all A1, A2, A3, A4, and A5 should be positive. The next part is called whether the model is good or bad. It depends upon these 3 things. Whether the model is significant or not. First is called R square. R square means simply मैं बताना चाहता हूँ. This is Y. Okay? Depend variable. This is X1, and this is X2. Another is this is Y, this is X1, this is X2. Which model is good? कौन सा मॉडल ज्यादा अच्छा रहा है? This is model number 1, this is model number 2. ये Y का dependent variable, ये X1, X2 independent variable. This much of X1 and X2 explained by Y. It means majority of Y is not explained. Here what happened? This much of X1 and this much of X2 is explained. One small part are not explained. So the percentage of explained by independent variable into dependent variable is called R square. If R square is good or bad, if R square is high, bad or अच्छा है ना खराब है, Y is this X1 and X2 means maximum of Y का variation Y में explain हो चुका है. Is it clear? This is a good model. So we are always interested R square should be high. If R square is low like this, it means one small part of X1 and X2 explained by the impact, but majority of impact is not explained by this independent variable. So in a model, we are always interested high R square. So to be a good model, we say that R square should be greater than 0.60. 60% of variation should be explained by your model, then only it is good. If R square is equal to 1, can R square is equal to 1? This is Y, this is X1, this is X2. मतलब पूरा का पूरा आपका मॉडल 1 हो जाएगा, which is not possible. So don't give R square is equal to 1. And if what is R square 0? R square is equal to 0 कब होगा? This is Y, this is X1, and this is X2. Means there is no relationship between X1 to Y. But to a good model, we always want R square should be greater than should be greater than 0.60. 70 is very good. 780 greater than is excellent. 0.90 is super. 0.95 is very good. And but more 1 is called fraud. 0.99 आ रहा है ना, हम बोलते हैं fraud कर रहे हैं. कभी भी मार्केट में 99 बहुत difficult मिलेगा. So we generally expected that R square should be more than 6.60. Second is called adjusted R square. What is adjusted R square? What happened? I have taken the 5 variable, that is your experience, time, assignment, written score, and interview score. There may be some other variable which we have not taken. Am I right or not? हम तो 5 variable ले रहे हैं. There are some other variable will not be explained by a model. So adjust transfer says that if we add one variable, what is the percentage of variation explained? Maximum percentage of variation explained by the model. अगर मैं एक variable यहाँ पर add कर रहा हूँ, what should be the maximum percentage of adjust R square? Please remember, adjusted R square always be less than R square. कभी भी ज़्यादा नहीं होगा, क्योंकि degree freedom problem होगा. But again, to a good model, adjusted R square also be greater than 0.60. And another thing is very remember, R square and adjusted R square should not be difference more than 0.005. अगर मान लो R square आपका आ रहा है 60, 0.60, and adjusted R square आ रहा है आपका 0.30, then there is a very bad. The difference should not be more than 0.05. To be a good model, both should be greater than 0.6, but there should not be any differences, high differences. This is required 0.60. What is 0.60? 0.60 means 60% of variation of independent variable explained in independent variable. Is it clear? मतलब है ये अगर डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल होगा 60% का आर एक्सप्लेन कर रहा है, वाले 40% नहीं एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर पा रहा है. अगर आर स्क्वायर 10% होगा, व्हाट डज इट मीन एनीबॉडी? 0.10, व्हाट डज इट मीन? ओनली दिस मच ओनली एक्सप्लेन and 90% are not explained. Do you think it is a good model? I hope no. So to be good model, R square and adjusted R square should be greater than 0.60. Now second F value. To be good model, I want F value should be greater than 10. If F value is greater than 10, then I can say that model is significant. Model is significant. तो क्या क्या चाहिए हमको? R square चाहिए 0.60 above, adjusted R square चाहिए 0.60 above, and F value चाहिए greater than 10. अगर तीन चीज हो रहा है तो जो मॉडल में बना रहा हूँ वो significantly explain होगा, otherwise not. Any doubt? कुछ क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं शायद चैट बॉक्स में देखने पर. Any question?
No, we have unmuted the participants. So if anybody wish to ask any questions, they can unmute.
Sir, actually, Dr. Lopamudra Mishra is asking, what should be the difference between R and R square?
R and R square. R is the correlation. R square is the variation. So I am talking about R square and adjusted R square.
No, sir. Actually, right now you just mentioned. I missed that. What should be the difference?
Okay, R square means
adjusted R square and R square difference.
The difference should not be more than 0.05. अगर R square का वैल्यू 0.67 आ रहा है, adjusted R square अगर आ रहा है 0.52, then there is a problem. It means what is the problem? It means we have to introduce so many variables जो आपको ignore कर रहे हैं. अगर 0.67 or 0.66 or 65, okay, it is good because the difference is within 0.05. The difference should not be more than 0.05. That is a good model, and you go for citation also. We have a citation for this. And what is the F value required? Greater than 10. So again, I am explaining, to be a good model, your R square should be greater than 0.60. Adjusted R square should be greater than 0.60. But difference should not be more than 0.05. And F value is greater than 10. Next is called regression coefficient. Regression coefficient means, what is regression coefficient? There are two types of coefficient generally you are having in regression. One is called standardized, and another is called unstandardized. If the unit of measurement are same, और सारा का independent variable का unit of measurement same रहेगा, तो हम बोलते हैं standardize करते हैं. Standardized means इसको बोलते हैं बीटा और standard deviation. Unstandardized means mean value. इसका मतलब है कुछ आपका रुपीस में होगा, कुछ आपका स्केल डाटा होगा, कुछ आपका नंबर में होगा. The units of measurements are different. For that case, we want unstandardized regression where this beta value is called the mean. Number one. Please remember, in standardized regression, intercept is absent. Intercept नहीं रहेगा. But in unstandardized, intercept should be present. One two difference. कोई पूछेगा, what is the difference between standardized and unstandardized? Simply say that we apply standardized when unit of measurement are remaining same, and the beta value is called the standard deviation. If unstandardized means the units of measurements are different nature, and beta is called the mean value. Now this beta here, the beta value is called the mean value or impact value, and to be called a significant beta, the beta significant कब होगा जब t का value 2 से above होगा. जिसका टी का वैल्यू 2 से अबव होगा, मतलब वो बीटा हम इसको एनालिसिस कर सकते हैं और इसको जनरलाइज कर सकते हैं, पॉलिसी के लिए यूज कर सकते हैं। अगर जिसका बीटा का टी का वैल्यू, टी मीन का सिग्निफिकेंट, टी अगर टी बोलोगे तो अलग क्लास हो जाएगा। The t is greater than 2 means this beta whatever you receive can be significant analysis for your model. I will explain one example. What is the first one? Salary. Second is experience. Third is sales target, time, training, interview score, and trade score. What is my objective? My objective is to develop a model. So simply, please see, go to analyze. There is called regression and linear. Now see, dependent variable is my salary, and these are my independent variable. Then don't do anything. First, I go for OK. Now see, what is my R square value? 0.974. It means very good model, because 97% of the independent variable explain your model. What is your adjusted R square? Again, is very good, 0.970. Difference is very less. So I means I can say that the model is significant and model is very good. Second, you go to check the F value. What is F value here? F is greater than 10. Am I right or not? It means all the independent variable can be explained in your model. Okay, the first is called model summary.
Yes,
first you say what is R square value? 0.974. What does it mean? 97% of the independent variable explain your model, which is very good. हम कितना चाहिए expected? 0.60. Similarly, adjust R square is very good. Again, 0.97.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now I can say that the model is very good. Now go to the F value. What is F value here? Greater than 10. It means whatever the independent variable have taken, that can be justified. So based upon these three value, R square, adjusted R square, F value, I can clear that the model is explained and model is justified. Now see, there are two things: unstandardized and standardized. So which model I going to explain? Standardized or unstandardized? Anybody?
Standardized, sir.
No, because some data are number, some are score, some are timing. So I go for unstandardized. Clear? One is called unstandardized, and if the unit of measurement is same, अगर सारा number में होता, मेरे डाटा में क्या हुआ? Timing लिया मैंने, score लिया मैंने, और आपका number of experience लिया मैं, कुछ timing में है, कुछ number में है, कुछ score में, rating में है. So since scales are different, I will go by this unstandardized. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, don't look about this t value now. Out of these, what is your which is the positive part on the cell? Which one is the positive part on the cell? Experience, target, time, interview score, and return score is significant impact on the salary. Am I right or not? Which is the highest impact on the salary?
Time.
It means if you spend 1 hour, your salary will increase on an average 0.696 times. Introduction is like this. If you have 1 year experience, then your salary will increase 0.312 times on an average. Clear? If you achieve one point target, the salary will be 0.309 on an average time increase. But now see, you have the problem is that here training is negative. What does it mean? If you attend one training, means your salary is declining. Is it good or bad?
Bad, sir.
Bad. Random है, तो मैं इसलिए result आ रहा है. But now if you say which is the more positive impact on the cells, which is the more positive impact on the cells? Time. Followed by
Sales target. Experience.
Yeah.
Followed by experience, then sales target, then interview score, then return score. Okay. Now the question is, can this value is significant? I have to check for t value. Which value? T value should be greater than 2. कौन 2 ज्यादा हो रहा है बताओ? Experience significant आ रहा है?
Experience, sales target, time.
And these 3. It means to be a good model, I have to show only 3 values significant. All are not significant. Is it clear? Now it is 0.00, 0.00, 0.00. अगर मान के चलो, if all value greater than 2, then this is a good model. Am I right or not? Hello. For example, timing, you assume that if all t is greater than 2 and significant value is 0.000, then this model is a good model.
Yes.
Right or not?
Certainly, sir. Certainly.
But now here, since there is a problem, I am not getting all the t value greater than 2. So what I want that model which is be really significantly says that these are the factors which are important cells. So what I will do, I go to analyze, then go to regression, linear, there is a method here. I want to stepwise. When I want stepwise, automatically I want those models which give a clear picture to me. Now see, how many model it derived? How many model it derived? Stepwise में कितना model derive किया? 6. The last model is a very good model because now see the R square will be highest in and adjusted R square will be highest. NOI is also be good and see the result. 6th number model, all T are greater than 2, significant. Now tell you what is the impact on the cell? कौन-कौन value impact कर रहा है salary के लिए? अगर मुझे salary देना है तो क्या-क्या देखूंगा मैं? What are the things? I will see his experience,
training,
I will see it timing and return score. If he said अगर training ज़्यादा बोलेगा तो इसको मैं negative में इसको दूंगा because I want those person. Okay, तो यहाँ पर plus मान के चलो अभी फिलहाल डाटा मेरे प्रॉब्लम में. So suppose एक employee मेरे पास आ रहा है, 5 year experience है, okay, 2 training लिया है, and he want to spend 10 hours in a week, and return score is scored 10. What should the score? What is the minimum score I can get? Anybody? Suppose think that experience 0, training 0, timing he want to spend 10 minutes, and return score is 10. How much salary I will give? What is the minimum salary I will give?
around 10,000.
What is the minimum salary I will give? What is the minimum salary?
Oh, 2,000.
मतलब इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जितने भी एम्प्लॉई हैं ऑन एवरेज 2000 सैलरी पा रहे हैं. बाकी जो वेरिएबल पा रहे हैं इट बेस्ड अपॉन दिस फैक्टर्स. सो इट मींस इफ a new person is joined the interest for organization, on an average I'll give 2553, no problem. Okay, next I depend if number of experience are 10 times, I multiply 0.317. Timing you want to give 20 hours, I multiply 0.774, and return score is scored out of 20, I give 0.169. Then all I can find out, then I can discriminate among the employees and the salary should be justified. So what is the conclusion? I conclude that my salary depends upon more on time he spent organization, followed by the experience and return score, and if the training is taken, तो इसको negatively जा रहा है. But this is very wrong आ रहा है, जो assumption से नहीं आ रहा है, तो मतलब training data मेरा गलत है. Clear? But this should be positive. अगर ये positive होगा तो क्या बोलेंगे? Anybody? If it is positive, I say that training is the most impact on the salary, yes, followed by times, then experience, then return score. Is it clear?
Yes.
What is the average salary offered by the organization?
53 rupees.
मतलब if everything is zero, then I would say 2053. And others are changed because of this. Experience बढ़ेगा तो salary बढ़ेगा. Plus मान के चलो training अभी training बढ़ेगा तो salary बढ़ेगा. Time ज़्यादा spend करो तो salary बढ़ेगा. And return score अगर आप अच्छा score करोगे तो also I give them more salary. This is the crux of the regression analysis in your. You can apply this in a performance appraisal also. You take some performance parameter, find out the variables, apply regression, and find out which is the more important performance.
Sir, you have run the stepwise method and we got 6 models. So in the 6th model, we got 4 factors. The 2 factors, that is interview score and sales target, is not there. So that means we got a new model now and we have to keep this as a new model.
This is the final model you have to take because what if model suggested that your interview score and another thing is does not impact on your salary because it is more discriminating nature. So they have thrown it out. So those factors which is significant, they can only explain. Clear? Now you can, if you now see the model number 1, what it says, only experience. Okay. एक ही data ले रहा है, but इस final करेंगे तो what is R square value? 0.941. इससे ज़्यादा है मेरे पास model 6 में है, ना नहीं? So I will go choose the model 6. That is my final model.
Okay.
So basically, every time we need to take the last one, sir.
Always, because now you see FUL is high in compared to all the models. FUL is higher here.
Yes, sir.
Then your R square is higher here. Okay, and adjusted R square will also be higher here. So if everything is satisfied, then automatically you accept the last model.
Okay, sir.
You can apply this in a performance measurement. You can apply your salary determination. You can also apply for your feedback analysis like this.
So our framework is changed, sir. We are getting this as a new framework.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much. So today we'll discuss about survival, that is to understand churn, RFM, to understand the category of employee, and regressions to know the impact factor on determinations or performance appraisal. there is software called Jahnavi. Do you want Jahnavi to find out the things? Now, whenever Jahnavi software is there, वहां पर एक चीज आएगा आपको, यहाँ पर एक 3 कॉलम आ रहा है ना, तो यहाँ पर डिफरेंट मॉडल आ रहा है, रीटेस्ट, एनोवा, रिग्रेशन, फ्रीक्वेंसी फैक्टर. तो ये चीज सारे जब फर्स्ट टाइम आप लोड करोगे ये आपको नहीं आएगा. तो आपको क्या करना है, यहाँ पे प्लस सिंबल होगा, दैट इज कॉल्ड Jahnavi लाइब्रेरी. जस्ट राइट डाउन Jahnavi लाइब्रेरी. जब भी आप लोड करोगे आपको सारा चीज नहीं आएगा, 2-3 ही आएगा. देन यहाँ पर एक होगा प्लस सिंबल है, Jahnavi लाइब्रेरी. यू क्लिक Jahnavi लाइब्रेरी, सब मॉडल विल बी देयर. जो भी आपका लिनियर मॉडल, सारा मॉडल यहाँ पर आएगा. आई वांट साइकोमेट्रिक टेस्ट, आई विल क्लिक दैट साइकोमेट्रिक, इंस्टॉल. मेरे पास ऑलरेडी इंस्टॉल्ड है. आई कैन गो फॉर साइकोमेट्रिक, आई कैन गो फॉर फ्लेक्स प्लॉट. ओके, ऑल मेटा एनालिसिस, स्कैटर ऑलरेडी मैं इंस्टॉल कर चुका हूं. तो आप इंस्टॉल करोगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली आप यहाँ पर आइकॉन शो होगा. आई वांट ओपन, डाटा ओपन कर रहा हूं. ओपन, सुबह का काम करता हूं मैं. ओपन एंड डॉक्यूमेंट, ओपन. नाउ these are employee, recruitment, timing, status, generation. आ रहा है ना, पूरा डाटा शो हो रहा है ना?
Yes, yes.
नाउ सी, हम एक्सप्रेसेस में क्या करते हैं, वेरिएबल डिफाइन करते हैं, और Jahnavi ऑटोमेटिकली क्या करेगा, वो रीड करेगा. ओके, सपोज आई वांट टू चेंज द स्केल. सपोज टाइम को स्केल चेंज करना है, डबल क्लिक करोगे तो इसका यहाँ पर आ रहा है, शो हो रहा है ना, डाटा वेरिएबल. यू कैन राइट ऑन वेरिएबल, यू कैन चेंज द स्केल आल्सो. इज इट क्लियर?
Wow, is good.
Then suppose I want to go to status, whatever you want to change, you do that. तो मेरे पास यहाँ पर I want to survival. जब survival क्लिक करूंगा, क्या पूछ रहा है मेरा? What is the first one? What is the first one? Event. Status को मैंने क्लिक कर दिया. I want non-active. Then I want timing to क्लिक कर दिया. I want gender. Now see, I want all this value. ऑटोमेटिकली साइड में देखो सारे वैल्यू आ जाएगा. पास करोगे, यू गॉट रिजल्ट. फीमेल सेंसर, नंबर डाटा, टेस्ट. क्लियर? इजी है ना, डिफिकल्ट है बताओ?
Output, different output view like SPSS.
The same. Yeah, one minus survival. Then it gives also the references to read more. मतलब है ये सबसे बेटर सॉफ्टवेयर अवेलेबल है. ओके, suppose I want to do some frequency analysis. I click the frequency. I want chi-square test. I want gender and background. Pass on. You got chi-square value. Suppose I want to analyze the regression. I'll go for open. I'll go for the new data cells. तो यहाँ पर आप लोग क्या करेंगे, रिग्रेशन में करूंगा. आई गो फॉर लीनियर रिग्रेशन. ओके, लीनियर रिग्रेशन, यू आर हैविंग डाटा. ओके, यू गो फॉर, सपोज आई वांट टू फाइंड आउट द सैलरी बेस्ड अपॉन द जेंडर, डिपार्टमेंट, बैकग्राउंड. ओके, लाइक दिस, एंड टाइमिंग. जस्ट पास इन इट, यू गॉट रिग्रेशन मॉडल. सिंपली 2 चीज आएगा जो आपको चाहिए. रन हो रहा है. आर स्क्वायर एस्टिमेट बीटा टीपी. ये ओपन सोर्स सॉफ्टवेयर है, डाउनलोड करो एंड यू कैन डू एनी एनालिसिस ऑन दिस. यू कैन गो फॉर टी टेस्ट, एनोवा, रिग्रेशन, फैक्टर, बिहेवियरल चेंज इज अनदर एचआर का कांसेप्ट है. देन यू गो फॉर फ्लेक्सी प्लॉट, लिनियर मॉडल. दिस इज कॉल्ड मेटा एनालिसिस, मेटा मेजर, स्टैटिस्टिकल. सारी चीजें ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल है और बहुत क्रिस्प भी है. ज्यादा जो भी जरूरत पड़ेगा वही देगा, फालतू चीज नहीं देगा यहाँ.
SPSS is giving a lot of things.
बट यहाँ पर आपको मिनिमम जो चाहिए वो देगा डाटा.
Wonderful.
ओके, सो आज के लिए इतना. थैंक यू वेरी मच. ओके, एनी क्वेश्चन?
Sir, just last question. This Jahnavi, whatever analysis we are doing, it can be produced for publishing and all also.
Yeah. Automatically, because open source में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. SPSS में आपको प्रॉब्लम आ सकता है कि you have to explain कि आपने इंस्टॉल किया था, आपने लाइसेंस कुछ इंस्टीट्यूट से लिया था. और Jahnavi, it is open source software. You can directly copy and paste your result with references.
Yeah, because open source is also like that.
ये listen, Jahnavi is the part of R. R पैकेज का एक पार्ट है, इसका बैकग्राउंड R है, बट R के लिए कमांड देना पड़ता है हम लोग को. बट यहाँ पर जो नया आया है ना, इसमें कमांड देने की जरूरत नहीं है. Those who do not know anything about mathematics and coding, they can use Jahnavi. and without paying a single amount.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
You can do SCM also. Yes, you can do SCM, PLS, everything you can do that.
SCM also can be done in this.
Yeah, you can do SCM.
It's in the same way as we do it in MOS.
Yes. और उसमें अच्छा भी आएगा. अगर मैं दिखाऊंगा तो अभी मेरा टाइम नहीं है. I have some other assignment also. So
Okay.
you can do assignment, you can do a good model. यहाँ पर एक चीज क्या है, जो आपको चाहिए रिजल्ट, इतना चाहिए उतना ही देगा. एक्सपेंसेस क्या करता है, you got lot of mathematician econometrics के लिए देता है, but यहाँ पर रिग्रेशन में क्या देगा आपने, क्लिप्स, जो चाहिए वही देगा. I try my best to explain the HR part. Okay, I don't know how much I received, but I try my best.
Excellent session, sir. Excellent session.
Sir, thank you very much for both these sessions are quite useful today. And we got to know about RFM. It looks quite easy and handy also for the participants. RFM and survival analysis. As we know that this is quite useful for the HR professionals so that they can understand the employee churn and they can understand that which category of the employee is doing good for the organization.